Jack, the lone tracker. Basically, every player's first scout unit, or Valiant, however you want to take that. Jack is balanced, so meaning he doesn't have lowest HP or speed, but he doesn't have the highest either. So he's just perfect for when you need to either get on the move or be able to take a hit. There are two different ways you could play Jack. You could either play him as his default sniper, or you could go in with an NSMG or assault rifle as a recon unit when one is available to you. But if you want to be kind of like a jack of both trades, I recommend a DMR. You know, one that you can actually control. Because it could be good at both ranges, depending if you could set it to auto for close range and semi for far range. But that's enough of that. Let's get on to what he's all about, shall we? His passive is blood tracing. Jack inflicts a bleeding effect on enemies after dealing damage, revealing an enemy's position to teammates for a period of time. Meaning, you hit someone and they are revealed. Congratulations. You are able to see enemies that you hurt. His signature is known as H6 Blood Hunt. I just call it Blood Hunt for short because, yeah. Basically, Jack can sense and mark enemies upon a certain range ahead, sharing the marks with allied units. But what they don't say here is Jack is able to detect what he finds through walls. So once you detect an enemy, they are not safe from your sights. His tactical T-28 projectile launcher, or as some call it, the BS bomb. But anyways, Jack fires a projectile that deals AoE damage. The projectile also deals damage to enemies behind walls upon hitting a wall. So what this means is, if your target is just hiding behind a wall, but you can't shoot them in any sort of way, just use this. And kablooey! They are gone! D-37 Wolfpack Artillery is his ultimate. Jack calls in for air support, dealing continuous damage to a selected area for a certain amount of time. In other words, make it rain bombs. So, yeah. There's even an achievement if you manage to survive it somehow. Congrats to those who already have that achievement, by the way. His passive talent is endurance. I think this is Ryan's talent as well. Basically, his body is adapted for long distance running. Maximum stamina is increased while his tactical sprint is reduced. Meaning he's not the fastest runner, but he could run much longer than others. Now, there are different ways that you could build your Jack. Now, if you want to be more aggressive, then healing would definitely be your best pick. But if you want to be a little more tactical and point controlling, then capture speed is your choice. But what is different is his ultimate. Continuously alert when your position is exposed. Meaning, you always know when somebody has marked you or you have somehow been detected. In his combat talents, there's weapon switch for those who rely heavily on their gunplay, or there's marking extensions for if you mark a target, your marking lasts up to 120% longer. And not to mention, after a headshot kill, the next targeted enemy will be vision marked within 10 seconds. Now, what this means is everyone on your team is able to see them. They're going to be marked with a giant, like a lizard eyeball. So what this means is everyone can see who you targeted, no matter where they are for a short period of time. So take advantage of that. And the ultimate is after killing an enemy, you restore 40 stamina instantly. So if you're playing as a sniper, congratulations, you get more focus time. Or if you're a recon, you get to sprint more. In the ability talents down here, when weapon causes damage, you get your ult faster. And during the ultimate, if you don't kill 3, then 30% of the charge is refunded. And up here, reduces the cooldown of your abilities up to 30%. And here in the middle, successfully marking an enemy can reduce the current ability cooldown time by 15%. This effect can only trigger again after 8 seconds. So use this to either get your blood hunt back faster or use it to get your tactical bomb faster. Depends on your situation. The ultimate in the abilities talent. After your ability deals damage to an enemy, you can mark the enemy and reveal their remaining HP. So in other words, if you do ability damage, you mark them and you show everyone how much health they have left. So allies and you know if they're weak enough to take on or not. And that's pretty much Jack the Tracker. The lone tracker, mind you. So, if you think Jack, either his recon playstyle or his marksman style, is your character, I recommend giving him a try. Get some practice in. Get to learn what works better for you. And who knows? Maybe Jack could end up being your go-to scout Valiant. But of course, there is another, but that's another situation. Anyways, I hope to see you all in Wild Assault soon. And if you're already here, then I hope these explanations and tips can help you out understand Jack more. And not to mention, as of recently, I realized I've been missing certain facts about certain characters in their ways of playing and such. So, if you are a Jack main and I missed something, then comment down below on what I missed. So, everyone knows what you can and cannot do with Jack. And with that, I hope you all have a good day. Goodbye.